everybody, welcome and welcome back to Vlogmas, another segment of Vlogmas here. So today is Thursday. It is the 18th of December and we started filming yesterday. On the 17th on Wednesday, and I completely forgot that I was filming, that I was doing Vlogmas, because we had our live stream, our members only live stream over here, which went really well. This is becoming like my new favorite thing of the month, and we had a great time. It's a really awesome community that we're building here, so thank you to everybody who was able to attend the live stream. Had a really great time, and we came up with some really good ideas for future live streams, which I'm really excited about too. And so I figured we could talk about that. I'm gonna get ready here, just put on like a tiny bit of makeup, not a ton, just a little bit, because we're gonna be making cookies today. We're doing another batch of cookies with Cris over here. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. Really hope you enjoy it. Grab a snack and a drink, get comfy, get cozy, because we're doing Vlogmas. Who knows how many days here in this episode, but we're doing Vlogmas. Let's go. We're not doing the most makeup wise. I just really don't feel like it. The overhead lighting in the kitchen does me no favors whatsoever anyway, so it really just doesn't matter at the end of the day. But I thought we would get ready together here really quick regardless. And I'm gonna be using some powder foundation here. This is Pure, P-U-R, and I got this a little bit ago. It's a 4-in-1 pressed mineral makeup. It actually has SPF in there. Take that for what you will. But I wanted to invest in just some good old-fashioned powder foundation. I like to have options, personally. I feel like it's good for days like this where I just kind of don't want to do the most, but I still want like a bit of coverage. And this stuff does a pretty good job. It's also talc-free, which you know we appreciate. Also got my Santa mug here that we got, I believe, where was this from? Oh, Anthropology. We got this guy from Anthropology, really super cute. We got him last year. Been drinking a lot of tea lately and just warm beverages in general, and it's been really nice getting into the flow of tea again. So how are you all doing? I hope you're doing well out there. It seemed like from my live stream, at least with my members, it seems like people are really struggling out there. Various health issues and just not like kind of feeling in the holiday spirit, which I totally get. Some years do be like that for sure. So I hope you guys are doing well. It's been a difficult 2025. I've been saying that for a while now, but we're getting through it, guys. We're getting through it. And I really have a great feeling about 2026. Could be eating those words, but this year, this time, like, I really feel like it. Like, I feel like 2026 is gonna be our year. I'm looking forward to it. I really am. But anyway, I hope you guys are doing well out there. Enjoying your December, enjoying your holidays, taking care of yourselves. I'm feeling better, by the way, every day, feeling a little bit better, a little bit more like myself, a little less sore. So that's good. And thank you guys very much for all of the well wishes. So we're just laminating the brows here, and I'm using this Urban Decay Slick Day Brow stuff here, which I really like. I've been using that for a while. I'm gonna do a tiny bit of contouring next, just a little bit, using this e.l.f. contour palette here. So the live stream went really well, and y'all gave me some great ideas for what we can do for like future live streams and just kind of in general. This is just gonna, look, it's just gonna end up being a massive plug for my membership here on the channel, okay guys? Let me have this, let me do this. I'm sorry if you don't wanna hear about the membership. I do apologize, I get it. And I know that not everybody has the means to be able to join in this and that. So I totally get it, you guys. I'm not genuinely trying to sell you on this, but at the same time, if you don't put yourself out there and if I don't remind people like this is a thing, then we're just trying over here. It's better than me showing you crappy products that you don't actually really want to buy over and over again in every single video, you know what I mean? So at least we're not doing that over here. The membership is really fun. The live streams are really fun. I feel like we've built a really good community. Everyone's super nice and supportive. We've really are starting to build a community, and I feel like people are like kind of becoming friends, and I like the idea of this being like a safe place for people to come every month and just have fun, enjoy each other's company, ask questions, talk about whatever stuff. Like we talked about Halloween for a while. We talked about deep philosophical stuff because again, people are really like struggling out there right now. And I don't know, like we talk about like all kinds of stuff. And also I ask for feedback from my members. I gave the members some exclusive kind of behind the scenes sort of, this is what's going on back over here. This is what I'm thinking about doing like content wise for 2026. This is kind of the direction that we're going and this and that. So like exclusive first to know stuff going on in the live streams. But anyway, the thing that I am like oh, by the way, I'm so bad at this. I just put some ColourPop highlighter on. This is in the shade Flexitarian. I'm just going back and forth on my makeup here. The thing that I'm the most excited for though, in terms of the live streams going forward, is I think what we're gonna be doing, guys, is some tarot readings in the live streams going forward. And I'm so excited about this. I haven't like fully fleshed this out yet in my brain. What I'm thinking to do is I want to do for sure a tarot reading every live stream, every monthly live stream, and I'm gonna do just like the overall vibe of the month going forward. But I also like the idea of doing kind of tarot spread, like little tarot spreads, like a 3-card, maybe 1 card draw, probably 3 cards, let's be real, spread for members too. So I don't know, I'm still working things out, but I really like the idea of doing individual tarot spreads for people. I hope that people will feel like they are like getting their money's worth, you know, out of the live streams. That's really important to me. So not only do I think that it'll be like just a cool thing to do in general, but also this is just a mascara primer, by the way. It's Lancome, just like a little travel size. And then I'm gonna put on this Ilia mascara. This is also like a little travel size because I'm cheap like that. Not only do I think it's just gonna be a cool thing in general, but it's gonna help me with my tarot skills. By the way, I'm just going in with a dry mascara brush. It's Lancome, but there's nothing on here. And I feel like it helps spread out the mascara product a lot better. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Again, everybody who was able to make it to the live stream yesterday. It was so much fun. I had a really good time. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Really like invigorated my state of mind and my heart and my soul, honestly. Like, it sounds cheesy, but it really did, because I've been struggling over here so hard with anxiety, you guys. Like, it's been really bad, but that just helped so much. And I woke up today just kind of feeling better all around, like just really feeling a lot better. And yeah, just thank you to all of my members. I appreciate you all, and thank you all in general. You know, if you're just watching the videos, if you're commenting, if you're liking, just engaging with the channel in general, that's amazing, and that is the biggest help. You have no idea, you guys. It's such a big help. I just appreciate you all to the ends of the earth, and I hope that you all know that. We're almost done with the makeup though. Like, again, we're not doing a ton here. Yeah, we're doing all powders today. I just feel like that makes the process go a lot quicker. This is the Rare Beauty powder blush in the color Cheer, and as you can see, we have more than hit pan on this. And then I'm gonna go in with my House Labs really pretty purpley color here that we just got recently. Showed you all that on day 1, I think, of Vlogmas here. It's in the color Dragon Fruit Days. And then I will do my highlighter here. This is House Labs as well in the color Rose Quartz. Again, another one that I showed you all. I'll also be using later my Baby Lips, Maybelline Baby Lips. This stuff, it's amazing, in the cherry color. perfection. And I guess I should say this too, and then I swear to goodness we'll stop talking about the memberships here, but just in case you are curious, you want to join, first of all, there is a link, a direct link in the description box below. Just press the more button and then it'll drop down and there'll be a direct link to the membership. It says help support the channel even more. And also there should be a button somewhere on the screen if you're watching on a TV, which a lot of you do. If you're watching on a TV, you'll have to go on your phone or your laptop, but there should be a button that says join on there, so that you just press the join button and it'll tell you all the information. Don't worry, you won't automatically join. It'll give you the information of the membership and all of that stuff. Also, there should be a tab somewhere on there that says membership, so you can press on that too. There's a variety of different ways that you can get to the membership here. It's all directly through YouTube, so it's pretty easy. And yeah, so I just wanted to mention that really quick because I know not everybody knows how that works. But there you go, guys. Okay, we're done talking about it. Let's go make cookies. Update our calendar. 18. Am I off on this or no? Is it 7 days till Christmas? Is today Thursday? Oh my god, you guys, it's Thursday. I was like, it's not, it's today's Wednesday. It's not Thursday. It is. 18. It's Thursday. Christmas is in 1 week, everybody.
I couldn't tell you what date it was.
It's in 1 week. Okay, guys, so this is where we're at with life right now. You wanna go potty? Come on. Let's go. I tried making my batch of cookies and it's not turning out right. It's not turning out right at all. The dough doesn't look right. And I have suspicions, we have suspicions as to why it's not turning out okay. I think we're just gonna have to scrap. I've also lost nails too. Not on the dough, don't worry about it. But anyway, I think we're gonna have to scrap the dough and just try tomorrow. Try it again tomorrow or Saturday as it may be, because I'm gonna have to get more ingredients, unfortunately. But that's where we're at with life. And also, you guys, we lost power. Like the whole neighborhood is lost power, so we are literally sitting in the dark. So we're gonna order some food. Well, at least the Krampus mantle has a little bit of fairy lights left over. Not much. They're fading fast, but pretty much the only light that we have right now. Well, we got a lot of flashlights and we got like a lantern thing, so we're truly just living in colonial times at this point. Here we are, but at least it's not 15 degrees out. So it's probably been, what do we think, guys? Like 30 minutes? 45 minutes without power?
What time is it? It was around 5:39, 5:37 when the power outages started getting reported.
It's 6:25 right now. Jay's on a recon mission to get food from Salsaritas, and it looks like they should have power, but a lot of people don't have power. This whole neighborhood, this whole side of the mountain here, all the way up to like where the Walmart is, which is like 10-ish minutes from here, so quite a few people without power. Fortunately, it's not Florida, and it's not 50 million degrees out, because that's usually the problem, is we run out of power or whatever and it's super, super hot out and it's like, okay, we're all going to die. And also it's not 15 degrees outside. So there is that as well. It's actually been like in the 50s over here. So it's not too bad. We're just kind of sitting here. The power's back on. It just came back on. So that was basically an hour and a half without our precious power. So anyway, Tampa Jay's coming back soon with the food. And I got to put his stocking stuffer away. I got him this light here. And it worked out really good. This is super, super powerful. He's going to enjoy that. But I guess I'll go put this away now. Okay, here's the goods. Thank you, Tampa Jay. Appreciate it.
You're welcome, CrisTheGirl.
Okay, here we are, everybody. Welcome. It is Friday. It is December the 19th. Happy Vlogmas Day 19, everybody. Yesterday was weird. Yesterday was just a weird evening. Like, the power went out right as I was trying to work on these cookies and like figure out what was going on with the batter. It just spiraled from there. It was so odd. I got a very, very special package in the mail today. yesterday, finally. And this is a witchy thing. This is a witchy planner that I got. This is something that has been on my list to grab for quite some time. Valentine Bardot, she has a YouTube channel. Go check her out. She's got great content, great spooky witchy content. She recommended this to her viewers, and it's this mystical witchy planner from a company called Cocorrina. It's a small business and such, and these witchy planners are so beautiful. So I finally remembered to order one and get one, and I ordered this baby like I think it was like September, you guys. Like, it was a while ago, and it finally arrived. So I'm so excited that it came just in time for Vlogmas, so I can show you guys what it looks like. I was going to show you guys regardless, but I'm going to show you what it looks like. We'll do an unboxing here together, so we'll do something a little witchy. So here is the package in question, everybody. Let's open her up. Two-handed project here. Okay, let's look at the little goodies first that they included. So there's this really beautiful calendar here. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. This moon calendar. Oh, that's gonna be perfect for helping us with the phases of the moon and keeping track of all of that. And then we've got whatever this guy is. By the way, the nails came off. It hasn't even been a week and the nails came off. I think my glue is now at the point where it's a little too old, so it's not supporting the nails as much as it should. Those should have lasted more than a week. I mean, that's just ridiculous. But anyways, back to it. This paper is so beautiful. Definitely keeping that. Oh, this is so pretty. Here's the little card that came with it. Cocorrina.com. Thank you for welcoming one of our magical heirlooms into your world. Every piece is crafted with intention, made to be treasured and passed down like a whispered spell. I'm so excited, guys. There's nothing better than witchy things. Got a really pretty tarot card here. I do believe they also make like oracle decks and tarot cards and like other witchy things too. We also got some gorgeous stickers here. Love the gold and the black. We got a little booklet here, and it says the Cosmic Wild Oracle. This is so gorgeous. Okay, so this might be a little teaser for this oracle deck that I think they obviously must be selling. But yeah, this is the booklet that comes with it. Well, I have to look into the oracle deck. I mean, this just looks so beautiful. But yeah, it's just like the booklet like the booklet that comes with cards and stuff. It tells you like what they mean and all of that good stuff. So moving on to the main event here, the planner of it all. If you know me and you know the channel, then you know the last thing we need is a planner, like truly. But this is a witchy planner, so it's different. Here it is, you guys. It's so pretty. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. The gold like leaf pages. So I'll drop it down here so you can take a look at this guy with me as we flip through it. Oh my gosh, it is so beautiful. Yeah, this came all the way from Greece, you guys. So each year they do something like a different theme like each year, and I want to, yeah, this year it's Eden. That's the theme. So it should be, I think, kind of like botanical, flowers, plants, where flowers speak and time listens. Each month begins with blossoms new, a secret script in crimson hue. The stars above, the earth below, together weave the seeds we sow. Beautiful poem here. This is so poignant for 2026 and just for me and what I feel like a lot of people are going through right now. I feel like we're all going through such a similar collective like thing right now, and this speaks so much to me because she is saying up here, like, many years I wore a crown of iron, I chased every goal, pushed through every limit, believed that to be worthy I had to be unbreakable, you know, that hustle culture sort of thing. And then she says, this past year I began to remember. I remembered the language of flowers, not just their beauty but their whispers. I fell into old wives' tales, herbs and aprons, roots and teacups, and poems pressed between pages. I rediscovered that true power is not in control but in trust, that softness is not weakness, it is wisdom. It is the knowing that comes from stillness, from intuition, from listening rather than leading. And I absolutely love that, because that's totally, like, again, what I'm going through right now personally. Another lovely lunar schedule here. Now we're getting into some of the planners here, some of the calendars. Oh my gosh, this is so gorgeous. Looks like we have maybe rituals for every single month too. This says New Year's floral smoke cleansing. Sounds wonderful. I really need to cleanse this house. Like, you can journal a little bit about maybe some flowers that you're working with this month. Here's some of the calendar pages here. Just wanted to flip back really quick. We've got a tracker page here. Oh, I've got some pages here for journaling too. Okay, cool. This is so gorgeous. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, so I looked it up online here. You can still pick up the Eden 2026 planner book. So I will put the link to the website down in the description box below for you guys, just to make it simple on you. But it's Cocorrina, so that's really cool. I'm glad that you can still grab it. Also, you could get a digital copy too. So yeah, let me just like do a rundown really quick of what's in here, because we flipped through the pages, but like I just want to give you like a better idea of like what's actually in here. Unique monthly bouquet of symbolic flowers tied to the zodiac in the season, a monthly Victorian poem, flower lore pages, so like the folklore and stuff of the flowers that are mentioned in the planner, a monthly spread with journal prompts for each full moon and new moon. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Full zodiac themed pages, poetic reflections, themes to reflect on 5 daily practices inspired by the zodiac energy. Sounds amazing. A flower inspired affirmation, unique rituals for each month inspired by the wheel of the year, rituals, poems, folklore, all the witchy stuff you could possibly want. I'm so excited about this. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I can't wait to flip through it. So wanting to share that with you. Really super excited. Gotta support the witchy businesses out there and all of that good stuff. Throughout 2026, I'll just try to keep y'all updated on this and what's going on with our witchy journal here. Hello everybody, welcome back to Vlogmas. Today is day number 20. It is a Saturday, 5 more days until Christmas. So we are out and about, as you can tell here. I literally basically just woke up, did my morning pages, brushed my teeth, and skedaddled out the door this morning because I wanted to try to beat the crowds. I figured going out and about on a Saturday, the Saturday before Christmas, probably literally the worst idea ever on the planet. But here we are, we're doing it anyway. We are actually at Earth Fair over here in the Farragut area because I figured they probably have, this is gonna be weird, you guys, but we've kind of been on a little bit of like a nut kick over here. How do I put this? I know that nuts in general are, nuts and seeds and such are such a great way to get like protein and nutrients and like all the stuff that your body needs. And I've recently kind of been doing like a little bit more research on that, and specifically Brazil nuts, like how good Brazil nuts are for you. Not like a ton of them. You're only supposed to eat like 1, maybe 2 at most a day. And they're like decent sized as well. But anyway, the point is I'm looking for Brazil nuts, you guys. We're on the hunt for Brazil nuts this morning, this fine Saturday morning here. What are you up to on a Saturday? We're looking for Brazil nuts. Anyways, hoping that Earth Fair has Brazil nuts since it's kind of like a health food-ish sort of store. And I figured we'd poke around, maybe do a little bit of shopping in there. So we're gonna do that. But before I went to Earth Fair, I actually headed over to Marshall's because I know that Valentine's Day stuff is starting to hit the shelves. And specifically, we are, of course, on the hunt for Joanna Parker things. I have been seeing on Instagram, like, people are finding Joanna Parker Valentine's pieces and what looks like maybe even New Year's pieces. I'm not really sure, but they look very, very interesting, very adorable. So of course, like I want to try to find it too if we possibly can. So I figured I would run over to Marshall's really quick and see if they had anything. And let me tell you, they had a lot of Valentine's Day stuff. So I'll insert all of that footage in here for you.
Is that him?
So they had a lot of Valentine's Day items, pillows and blankets and, you know, mugs and all kinds of stuff. I mean, it looks like Valentine's Day things have been out at Marshall's and, you know, probably Home Goods, TJ Maxx, all of that good stuff for probably quite some time. So I'm thinking potentially if there were any Joanna Parker pieces, people had probably already snagged them up. I don't know, but regardless, the point is they didn't have anything in there. So anyways, we're gonna head inside of Earth Fair, do a little bit of shopping here, and then we'll reconvene. Earth Fair, here we go. Yeah, I forgot they have a bunch of Mrs. Meyer's seasonal stuff in here. These look really good. Look at all the teas. So many choices. I found the nut section here and check it out. They got the goods. All right, everybody. Success. 5 million years and $5 million later, we finished up at Earth Fair. I'm not going to show you absolutely everything because I got a lot of stuff. First of all, I picked up some more almond butter pretzels here. This is one of my go-to snacks. I did pick up the cute little cookies that we saw there. They have like all the sugar on them. They're shortbread cookies. I spent a lot of time in the tea aisle. I spent a lot of time in the like health and beauty section. Dangerous stuff, you guys. Very, very dangerous stuff. But I saw this lavender body lotion, but it's infused with magnesium, which is, again, like we're trying different things over here. I've been learning different things lately. So I figured this would be this sounds so nice. This would be a really great like nighttime ritual to add into our already very long nighttime ritual over here. But I don't know, sounded good, sounded like a good way to end the night. Also saw this headache soother thing here. It's peppermint and lavender, my two most favorite scents on the face of the planet, you guys. And I love this brand too, Badger. I used their anti-itch little balm thing and it works really, really, really good. Definitely would recommend. So I'm super excited to try this out, the headache soother. I'm actually gonna bust this out pretty soon because I kind of have like a tiny little headache today. And I did pick up 2 containers of Brazil nuts. So I got one for my parents and one for myself and Tampa Jay. These are really expensive, as you can imagine. The unit price is $19 a pound. Holy crap and a half. This isn't a pound, by the way. This is not a pound container of Brazil nuts. I got some pistachio creamer. We saw this like one of the first times we walked into this particular Earth Fair and was like, oh man, I gotta come back for that. Anyway, just putting all this stuff back, but I got a few more things, but it's just kind of boring basic stuff, some brown sugars, some lemon, etc. So anyways, that was our trip to Earth Fair, successful. Hello everybody, welcome to Vlogmas day number 21. It is Sunday today. Happy Sunday out there. Basically what we're doing today and just focusing on today is making these dang cookies, you guys. Making these dang cookies. And everybody just keep your fingers crossed here that this is going to work out well because this is seriously the third attempt at making these cookies. So Thursday we tried and the dough came out terrible for a multitude of reasons. Friday I tried again and they still did not turn out well. The dough was fine, but I underbaked them a little bit, but at the same time I'm not convinced that they would have turned out good even if I did bake them at for the correct amount of time or whatever. The whole point of this and why I'm not really diving deep into what went wrong with the prior cookies is because we are not super confident with the recipe that I found for these cookies. And the cookies in question here are these brown butter cookies. They're delicious, by the way. This is something that my family and I, we made years and years and years ago, and sadly can no longer find that recipe. But we made these cookies a while ago. They're super, super good. They're one of my most favorite cookies like ever. Recently, I have tried to find a recipe for it, and last year I made it from this particular recipe and they turned out okay. They turned out fine. But this year, for some reason, it's not happening. So instead of me just showing you the process, going through that recipe and having the cookies turn out like not so great, I don't want to share that recipe, quite frankly. I don't want to use it again. So we're just moving forward here. So we're trying a brand new recipe for these brown butter cookies, you all. So everybody just, again, keep your fingers crossed for us over here that it actually turns out okay. The first step here for these dang cookies, round number 3 here, is we are going to brown the butter. So we're gonna be using 3 sticks of butter. At this point, I know my butter measurements because we've been doing so much dang baking over here, but that's 1.5 cups of unsalted butter. So we're gonna brown this together and then it's gonna sit for a little bit. Set the stovetop to medium heat here. I'm gonna throw in our butter sticks. Here we go. All right, guys, so we've got melted butter here, and basically we're just gonna be kind of continuously stirring it from here on out because we wanna make sure nothing burns. When I made this last year, I wanna say for like the first time ever in my life, all this recipe said, again, not the one that we're doing right now, but the previous recipe that I was using said just brown the butter, period, end of story. No instructions on like what does that mean, nothing at all. And I was like, okay, well, like it's kind of a process, and it's kind of a delicate process too, because you can very, very easily and quickly burn the butter. Anyways, the point is we're gonna go through this process together here. Okay, so we're kind of at the first stage here where we're getting a bunch of white little frothy bits up at the top, so that's good. Last year, again, when we were making these cookies, it took forever for the butter to brown. This year on this particular stove, it hasn't taken quite as long, so throw that little bit in there just to say that if it's taken you a while to get the brown butter, don't worry about it. It's just one of those things. Now we're getting to kind of the next stage here where the butter is starting to get some bubblies in there, and it's like doing stuff. It's active, it's making little bubbly sounds. All right, we're just stirring away here, everybody. Stirring our cauldron full of butter here. All right, so I'd say at this point we're definitely starting to kind of change color here a bit. It's getting a little bit frothier, and that bright yellow butter color is starting to go away. It's getting a little bit more brown, but we definitely still have a little ways to go with this. You can see there's a lot more bubbles forming on top. We're getting really, really close. Another indicator is when you can kind of smell. I mean, you can smell the butter the whole time, trust me, but when it's ready, it'll have more of like a nutty sort of aroma. All right, guys, I would say we are pretty much there. There's like no yellow bits left over at all. It's all brown. And so what we're going to do is I got my bowl here all ready to go, and I'm just going to carefully pour it into our heat resistant bowl. Got a spatula here, so we want to make sure to get all like the brown bits down at the bottom out, because that's like the best part. Okay, so here we go, guys. Here is our bowl of brown butter. In there you can see like the brown butter particles like kind of floating around down at the bottom there. Perfect, it looks so good. So what we're gonna do is actually just let it sit. We're gonna let it sit here in this bowl and cool down, and once it's cooled down, then we're gonna put it in the fridge and we're gonna wait for it to solidify, whatever that simply means. So yeah, we're just gonna let it sit because the bowl is piping hot. Then we'll put it in the fridge. Okie dokie, everybody. It has actually been several hours later here. I ran to the grocery store again to grab some things, but it gave us time to let the butter solidify. I put it inside of the fridge and it was in there for maybe, I'm gonna say, guesstimate like an hour or so. And look at that, guys, it is solid. So we're gonna continue on with the recipe here. We've got our pal, the mixer. So we're gonna be using the mixer again, which we're really excited about. We've got dark brown sugar. We're gonna be using dark brown. And from what we understand, you can use either dark or light brown sugar. Depends on your taste. But if you do dark brown, then it's gonna be kind of more of a molasses-y sort of flavor to it. So we're all on board for that, so we're gonna use dark brown for this. We've got flour, we've got pure vanilla extract, we've got a little bit of granulated sugar, we're gonna use that later, a little bit of salt, baking soda here, and 2 eggs. First things first, we're going to somehow get this inside of here. Oh yeah, that's solid. And the recipe says specifically, make sure you get all of the brown bits in there. All right, all of the butter is now out of the bowl, so we're just gonna beat it for a little bit. Next up here, we're going to add our brown sugar. We're gonna do 1.25 cups of packed brown sugar. Here is our 1 cup, and here is our 1/4 cup. And then we're gonna beat this for about 5 minutes. All right, guys, it's been 5 minutes. It's out. It is indeed quite light and fluffy. Holy moly, this is totally different from what I was expecting. So now we're going to add our wet ingredients here. We've got 2 large eggs. Those in. Then we're gonna add in a tablespoon of vanilla extract. All right, guys, we almost made a huge mistake. We almost put in some baking soda, but it's actually baking powder. Thankfully, we got some on hand. So 1 teaspoon, so 1.5 teaspoon. There we go. And then 1 teaspoon of salt. And we're gonna mix that together for a sec here. So we're just combining all of those together. And then the final thing we got here is the flour. It's gonna be 3 cups of sifted flour, and you're supposed to add it in gradually. So we're just gonna do a cup at a time. I've got my first cup of flour here, and sift away. This back down, and then we'll start it really slow. Here's cup number 2 of sifted flour. Cup number 3. All right, guys, I do believe we have dough. We're gonna be a little extra with this because we're traumatized from our past bakes here. And we're gonna do 2 cookies. We're gonna see how that goes. Now, the reason we're doing 2 of them is because this recipe says this is technically a brown butter sugar cookie recipe. So what they have you doing is taking the ball of dough and rolling it around in some granulated sugar. So I put some inside of our cauldron bowl here, so we can try that with one of them. And then the thing is, for us, we are used to, with this type of cookie, not having it be rolled in sugar, but actually having like a little bit of salt on top. So we're gonna try that. So we're gonna do 1 with the salt and then 1 with the sugar, and we'll see what happens. So got our cookie scoop here. Now on the recipe, it says 1.5 teaspoons of dough. This cookie scoop is 2 teaspoons, or tablespoons, sorry, rather. So I'm just gonna try to eyeball a little less than our cookie scoop here. Again, we're traumatized from past bakes, you guys, so we're being a little cautious, overly cautious. And we're just gonna roll it around. And I guess we'll do the sugar one first, because why not? And just kind of roll around in there, kind of like our snickerdoodles that we did a while ago. Nicely coated. Put that right there. Looks really cute. Do the same thing. Roll it around. Now she does say on there to flatten it a little bit. All right, I'm gonna press it. Yeah, I'm gonna press it down just a teensy bit. A little handful here of salt, and we're just gonna do a little pinch, a little sprinkle on top. 2 individual cookies. Into the oven they go. The oven is preheated to 350, by the way. Plop-a-roo that right on in there. And how long? 8 to 10 minutes. So we're gonna do 8 minutes. All right, let's see what we got. They look pretty good, but I'm gonna give them a bit more time. The edges don't look crispy. I'm gonna give them 3 minutes, but I'm gonna keep an eye on them. All right, guys, I think we are done. So we're gonna let these cool. I think it was just cool on the...
Cool on the tray.
Yeah, cool on the tray. So we'll let them sit there for a sec. We're doing this before we go any further with the cookies here, but we've got our 2 here on the plate. They look really, really good. Very adorable. So we're gonna cut them in half and try them here. Actually, we'll cut them in quarters so Bob can try. So far, the consistency and texture of it is really good. Moment of truth. Which one do we try first? I think I'm gonna try almost fell. I think I'm gonna try a non-sugared one. That's what it's looking like. That's really good. It's a lot softer than I recall them being, but it's super, super, super good. And again, it's not the same recipe that we've done in the past, so it doesn't matter, but that's outstanding. All right, I'm gonna try a sugar-coated one. That's really, really, really good too. I would say that the sugar-coated ones are sweeter. Go figure. It's coated in sugar and it's a little bit sweeter than the other ones. But honestly, I kind of feel like the difference is negligible.
Very, very negligible.
Yeah. Definitely could put more salt on the salted ones, but they're both really good.
They're delicious.
What do you think? I do like half and half?
Yeah,
or?
let's do half and half.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Look, we gotta finish baking the rest of them, but basically, you guys, we did it. All right, guys, well, it is a success all around. So I think what we're gonna do is half in the sugar and then the other half without. I'm so happy. If we can just redeem ourselves from our past bakes, then I'm a happy camper. All right, guys, well, I do believe we have success here. We have successful cookies. They both taste amazing. And what I ended up doing for the salted ones, I am using the grinder instead, and it gives out like kind of bigger granules of salt. So would recommend doing that as opposed to the little pinching method that we were doing. But anyways, you can see we are still working on the cookies, working on our dough here, but we're basically done here. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode of Vlogmas right here. So thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you had a great time. Don't quote me on this, but I think we're only gonna have one more episode, one more video of Vlogmas to go. So I'm gonna film Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday all in the same video. So I think it's gonna come out after the holidays, after Christmas. So with that, Merry Christmas to all who celebrate. Also, Happy Yule, Happy Solstice. Today, the 21st, is the winter solstice. So going forward, guys, more daylight, just a little tiny bit more daylight every single day. And honestly, that gets me really excited. That makes me very, very excited. So getting there, everybody, we're getting there. We're enjoying the holidays, we're enjoying winter, and I'm just so relieved. I'm so relieved these cookies came out well. So 10 out of 10, can definitely recommend this recipe. I will put it down below in the description. I'll put the link to the actual website down below, so you can go to the website and check out the recipe for yourself, since this isn't a family recipe and this and that. So thank you all again for watching. I hope you have a wonderful holiday and Christmas and enjoy yourselves. I hope you're doing well out there, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye-bye, everyone.